తెలంగాణ ప్రభుత్వం నిర్వహిస్తున్నటువంటి టీచర్ ఎలిజిబిలిటీ టెస్ట్ కోసం TSAT ప్రతిష్టాత్మకంగా నిర్వహిస్తున్నటువంటి ఈ ఓరియంటేషన్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ కోచింగ్నకు మీ అందరికీ మా హృదయపూర్వక స్వాగతం. So teacher eligibility test, so there are two papers as you know it. One is the paper 1 and paper 2. So the paper 1 is meant for the DED students or who are going to opt as an SGT, and paper 2 is meant for the BEd students who are going to opt for the school assistant. So now today we are going to discuss about a paper 1. What is a paper 1 syllabi and what kind of questions will come in the examination, how you are going to prepare for the examination to get a maximum score. And this year there is a special thing about the TET, means once you qualified, it's this certificate is meant for a lifetime. So once you qualified in it, once you score some marks in it, that's enough for throughout your life education, correct. So this is a very important. So this year you have to score the maximum marks, so that will help you to secure the post for the coming years, correct, TRT. So in TRT, so this score will be, and one more thing it is actually the examination is going to be conducted for 80 marks and there is no interview, and the 20 marks weightage will be taken from the marks scored in the TET examination. So for that reason this examination is very useful. So I am going to discuss the first syllabi, what kind of questions already given in the examination, how you are going to prepare and what to prepare, like I am going to discuss it. So just we observe all the things here. The first you are going to discuss about the syllabi. What is the syllabi you are going to do? So actually there are 30 marks is given for the total mathematics content. So in 30 marks 24 marks will be given for the content and 6 marks is given for the pedagogy. So there are 7 areas. So there are 7 areas, among 7 areas, so 24 questions comes for this 7 areas. In the content area there is 11 areas in pedagogy. So from the 11 areas they will ask 6 questions which gives us 6 marks for it. Okay. We have number system, fractions, arithmetics, geometry, measurements, data application and algebra. These are 7 areas. So in 7 areas there are 24 questions will comes from this examination, clear. So we will discuss it one by one. So what is a number system and what are the subtopics in the number system, which areas you are going to concentrate. So number system there are natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers and their fundamental operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So the prime numbers, there are so many kinds of numbers as you know it, that is prime numbers, composite numbers, even numbers, odd numbers, co-prime numbers, relatively prime numbers, perfect numbers. So all these comes in the examination, okay. And how to represent a natural number, a whole number, a integer on number line, that is also very important. And as you know that the rational numbers can be classified as 2 kinds, one is terminating decimals, other one is a non-terminating decimals. Again this decimals there is another kind, that is recurring decimals, non-recurring decimals. A non-terminating non-recurring decimal is called a irrational number. So irrational number you are going to learn in another way. So that is a very important, correct. Okay. Now coming to the next one is decimals, square roots, cube roots and Pythagorean triplets and their application on number system. These generally they will ask these questions in the number system. So for example if you want to say for example if it is given as 0.39 bar, express this value into p by q form, they will ask the question in the examination 0.39. So I will give a simple method to you to get the answer. So 0.39, so write the total number, that is 39, correct. Okay. And subtract the number which is not under the bar. So, what that number, maybe digit here, that is 3. So, 3 is not under the bar, subtracted 39 minus 3. Okay. This will becomes as a numerator, and the denominator means here how many numbers are there or how many digits are there under the bar will consider as the same number of 9s here. Here there is only one number, so 1 9. How many digits are not under the bar we will consider as 90. So, 0. So, 90. So, 39 minus 3, that is 36 by 90. So, we can simplify it also. 36 by 90 means it is divisible by 3. So, 12 3s, correct, and 12 30s. Even it is simplified, you can divide 3 4s, 3 10s. Even it is simplified, you can say 2 2s, 2 5s. So, the value will be 2 by here if you consider it is 3 12s, 3 30s, and 3 4s, 3 10s here, 2 2s, like you can say, like means here 2 by 5 approximately it is 0.4, correct, and 0.39 bar also you can write it as 0.3999 and so on. Of course, it is 0.4. Are you understand? This is the method. In this way you can convert non-recurring fraction into p by q form. If it is given for example as 2.35, you want to express in p by q form, then how to write it? That is 235 by, after decimal how many digits are there? There are 2 digits. So, you have to write 2 zeros. So, 235 by 100. In this manner you can convert a decimal which is a terminating decimal into p by q form. Previously I said that is 0.256 bar. So, if you want to write this one in p by q form, what you have to do? You have to write 256 the whole number and subtract 2 which is not under the bar by how many digits are there under the bar 2. So, write 2 9s 1 0 means simply 254 by 990. Okay. So, we can leave it, you can simplify it, but it is because the simplified form is very important. So, 254 means here it is divisible by 2, you can say that is 2 1s, 2 2s, correct, and 2 7s. Here 2 4s, 19, 2 9s, this 5s. So, 495. So, 127, that is 3 plus 7 is 10. So, we can leave it as 170, 127 by 495. In this manner generally they will ask the question to convert one decimal into p by q form. That is one more important concept. And next one is co-primes and twin primes. So, co-primes and twin primes, as you know it. What is co-prime number? What is co-prime number? That is a very important. So, here co-prime numbers means here actually the numbers here which have no common factor, other than 1 is called co-prime number. So, here it is very important that the numbers need not to be prime numbers. The numbers need not to be prime numbers. For example, if you consider, I will give a small example to you by example, I will give the form. So, see it. So, when you consider as 15, when you consider a 15 and 16, 15 and 16, 15, what are the factors for 15? 1, 3, 5, 15. And the factors of 16, 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16, correct. So, the factors of 15 are 1, 3, 5 and 15 means more than 2. So, it is not a prime number, it is a composite number. What is a composite number? What is a composite number? The number which has more than 2 factors, is called a composite number. And 16, the number which has again it has 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, it is also a composite number. So, basically they are not prime numbers, but with respect to one and another 15 and 16, see if one is the common factor, is there any other common factors? Here 3, 5, 15 for 15, 2, 4, 8, 16 for 16, no other common factor for 15 and 16. So, 15 and 16 are called co-prime numbers. Another name frame for this one is relatively prime numbers also, relatively prime numbers also. So, very important thing is, so the numbers which have only one common factor, one is called simply as co-prime numbers or relatively prime numbers. So, now we will see another word, call it as twin primes. Twin primes. What is twin prime number? So, this is a very important. Basically, they are primes. So, if you consider 3, 5, 3 and 5 are prime numbers and the difference is 2. 5, 7, okay, 11, 13, 17, 19. So, when you consider these pairs 3, 5, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, all these are prime numbers, and the difference between these two primes is 2. So, if the difference between two primes is 2, such primes are called as twin primes. In the examination, generally they will ask the question, so identify which is the twin prime number or identify which is the co-prime numbers, like the question will come in the examination. I will discuss these things by taking the examples or the given questions from the previous later after completion of the discussion of this syllabi. Okay. So, now shifting to the next area is here. So, the relation between LCM and GCD. So, here this is a very important. So, here LCM, what is LCM and what is GCD? This is a very important. So, we call it as simply as LCM GCD. Another name for GCD is called HCF also. So, LCM means least common multiple, and GCD means the greatest common divisor, and HCF means highest common factor. These are two things you are, so you are going to ask the same question based on the relation between LCM and GCD. Otherwise, what is the LCM for the given number, or what is the LCM for the or GCD for the given number, they may ask it. For this, the prime factorization is very important. So, I will let us see one example. So, 784, if you take the 784, so you want to express in a 7 means it is expressed as 2 power a of 7 power b. Then what is a plus b value? In the examination they will ask in this manner. So, 784, so what you have to do? This question is very clear. So, you have to divide with 2 and then divide with 7, make it into prime exponents and then compare the values of a and b, find the value of a plus b. This is the process to get the answer. Okay, 784, when you divide with 2, 2 3s are 2 9s are 2 2s are 2 196 are 2 96 are, okay, 2 98s are 2 49s are 7 7s are 7 1s are. So, when you observe it, so you can write it as 784 as 2 to the power of 4, because 1 2 3 and 4, correct, and there are 2 7 square. So, when you compare with the 2 power a of 7 power b, then what is the a value? A is 4, b is 2. So, what is a plus b value, which is 4 plus 2, that is 6. So, you can find the value a plus b as 6. This process is called prime factorization. So, by using prime factorization you can find the LCM and GCD or HCF. Clear? Okay. Let us see an example. So, for example, it is given as you wish, that is 12 and 48. What is the LCM and GCD of 12? You can write it as 12 as 2 of 2 to the 4, 4 3 is 12, correct. Okay. 48, you can write it as 48 means 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, okay, 8 to the 16, 16 3 is 48. So, this is we did it in prime factorization. So, this 2 is common for it and this 2 is common for it and this 3 is common for it, correct. Okay. So, what are the common numbers here? 2, here 2, here 3, means here 2 to the 4, 4 3 is 12, LCM is 12, sorry, GCD is 12 or HCF is 12. Okay. So, we can find that this is 12. If you want to find the LCM, so if you want to find the LCM means here this is 12, What are the remainings here? We have 2, we have one more 2, 12 2s are 24, 24 2s are 48. So, LCM is 48. In this manner you can find the LCM and GCD. So, we can find in another mode also, that is a long division method, 12 48. So, for example, this one you can 2 6 2 24, correct. Okay. Again 2 3 2 12. Now 3 3 1 3 4. So, 4 3. So, what is the LCM here? 4 3 12, 4 of 3 of 2 of 2, 4 3 12, 12 2 24, 24 2 48. Are you observed? When in the previous one, so if you see the previous one, so LCM by writing prime factorization we got 48. In the long division method, when you see in the long division method also 48. So, whether you did in either in prime factorization method or the long division method, you will get the same answer. So, the time factor is very important. For mathematics especially, speed and accuracy is very important. And one more thing, so here in the paper 1, so many aspirants who are non-mathematics background are going to write the examination. So, the simple tricks, all these things are very important to get maximum score in the mathematics content. That is a very important. Okay. Now, shifting to the next one. So, what is the area here? Co-primes, twin primes, relation between LCM and GCD, Indian currency, representation of natural whole, integers and rational number on a number line, terminating, non-terminating. This is a very important is square, square roots, cube roots are, this is very important. And one more, a Pythagorean triplet. So, Pythagorean triplet is as you know it, the Pythagorean triplet simply the when you say the Pythagorean triplet, so if you take it as a Pythagorean triplet means here, when you take a right angle triangle, the side opposite to the right angle is called hypotenuse. Say if you represent this side as C and the remaining sides are A and B. So, the relation between these three is C square equal to A square plus B square. Here A, B, C is called a Pythagorean triplet. Clear? So, there are so many Pythagorean triplet. So, I will give those Pythagorean triplet here. 3 4 5 is a Pythagorean triplet, 6 8 10 is a Pythagorean triplet, 5 12 13 is a Pythagorean triplet. Like we have, if you have any doubt, check it also. 3 square plus 4 square is equal to 5 square. What is 3 square? 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25, correct. 9 plus 16 is 25, means sum of 2 squares is equal to third square, then those 3 numbers are said to be a Pythagorean triplet. So, in the examination they will ask identify which is a Pythagorean triplet. And one more thing here, 3 4 5 and now when you multiply with 2, 6 8 10 it is a Pythagorean. When you multiply with 3 means 9 12 15 also a Pythagorean triplet. If you have any check it, 9 square is 81, 12 square is 144, 15 square is 225, correct. 144 plus 81 this is 225, 9 12 15 means how we are going to generate a Pythagorean triplet? By multiplying each and every term of a Pythagorean triplet one number, it will generate one more a Pythagorean triplet. This is the process to generate a Pythagorean triplet. So, in the examination generally one question will comes on the Pythagorean triplet. Concentrate on Pythagorean triplet means here. So, identify the Pythagorean. So, very simple, maximum they will ask on these 3 only, 3 4 5 6 8 10 5 12 13 like the question, otherwise 7 24 and 25. 7 square 49, 24 square 576, 25 square 625. So, these are the areas generally they may ask in the examination, that is a very important. Okay. So, next, so we will go on the next one here, that is squares, square roots, cubes, cube roots. This is the most important and very simple concept also, very simple concept also, that is so we are going to find the number, especially for example okay, 2025. let us take 2025. So, what is the square root of here? The process of finding square root of this number is, so consider two numbers as one group, 20, 25, correct? 20 as one group, 25 as one group. Okay. Now, as you know it, so 20 means you just remember these things here. 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25, 6 square is 36, 7 square is 49, 8 square is 64, 9 square is 81, 10 square is 100. Of course, these are little bit of enough for doing all these things. At 20, what is the nearest one here? 4 square. So, you have to say 4 here 4. 4 means 16, subtracted 4. You have to bring in the division, general division, we will bring one digit now. Here we will bring two digits of 425 here, correct. So, you have to take the double of the number. So, here 4, so you have to take double. If the last one is 5, you have to take 5 here, here also 5. So, means here 5 5 is 25, 8 is 40 plus 2 42 means this is 0. So, 45 is the square root 25. In this manner you can find the square root of a number. This is a very important. Okay. Coming to the next one. So, here this is about a number system. So, in the number system the different kinds of number systems, different kinds of numbers like co-prime, relatively prime, even number, odd number, like they will ask it, and the finding the cube roots, square roots, LCM, GCD, the relation between LCM and GCD, Pythagorean triplet, recurring fractions, non-recurring fractions, terminating fractions, non-terminating fractions, converting one decimal to into p by q form or p by q form into decimal form, like the questions may come in the examination. So, practice all these questions. Already we done different episodes especially on this number system, and those are telecasted through TSAT. See those the sessions and practice, definitely it will help you to understand the number system. Now, I am going to shift to the next one, that is fractions. So, fractions, there are actually there are two kinds of fractions, as you know it. One is called improper fraction, other one is the proper fraction. Clear? So, proper fraction, improper fraction depends on the number, depends on the what is the depends on numerator and denominator. If the numerator is more than the denominator, that fraction is said to be improper fraction. If the numerator is less than the denominator, that is called a proper fraction. Integer and proper fraction, this combination called as a mixed fraction, and they may ask like fractions, unlike fractions, unit fractions. Clear? So, like they may ask the various kinds. So, now I am going to discuss all these things one by one, as you know it. They say 3 by 2, consider 3 by 2, 5 by 4, 8 by 7. When you see this 3 by 2, 5 by 4, 8 by 7, so the first one, this is called numerator and this is called denominator. So, the numerator is more than the denominator. In 5 by 4 also numerator is more than the denominator. In 8 by 7 also the numerator is more than the denominator. All these fractions are called simply as improper fractions. Clear? Improper fractions. Okay. Now, I am taking 2 by 3, 4 by 5, 7 by 8. So, when you consider 2 by 3, 4 by 5, 7 by 8, if the numerator is less than the denominator, obviously this is called a proper fraction. Proper fraction. Clear? Okay. Now, see this one more, that is 2 and 3 by 5. Here the 2 is integer part, correct, whole part, and 3 by 5 is a fraction part, and the fraction is proper fraction. The combination of integer and proper fraction is called simply as a mixed fraction. Generally in the examination they may ask as convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction or change the improper fraction into mixed fraction. So, that kind of questions will come in the examination. and at the same time they will ask to represent this fraction on number line. That is also very important area. Okay. Now we are going to say the reciprocal fraction, reciprocal of fraction. So that is also very important. Reciprocal of fraction means if you see for example 3/4 is a fraction. So reciprocal of it. So reciprocal of it means is 4/3. That is a very important. So see, I will give observation of a fraction is a very important. I will give a small problem to you which was given in the examination already. Just add 1/20 plus 1/30 plus 1/42 plus 1/56 plus 1/72 plus 1/90 plus 1/110 plus 1/132. Simplify it. This is the question in the examination. So generally non-mathematics aspirants will feel, so it is a very big question, maybe how we are going to find it. They will try to find the answer by taking LCM, so very lengthy. But when you observe it, this 20 you can write it as 4 5s, correct? This 30 you can write as 5 6s. This one you can write 6 7s. This one you can write 7 8s. This is you can write 8 9s. This is 9 10s. This is 10 11s. This is 11 12s. So the denominator is a product of consecutive numbers. So you can split into fractions, means you can write this one as 1/4 minus 1/5, this is 1/5 minus 1/6, this one is 1/6 minus 1/7, this is 1/7 minus 1/8, this is 1/8 minus this 1/9, this is 1/9 minus 1/10, and this is 1/10 minus 1/11. The last one is 1/11 minus 1/12. When you observe all the numbers except first and last, remaining are plus and minus, so they will get cancelled, correct. So what is the remaining are 1/4 and 1/12. LCM is 12. 12 means 4 3s are 12 1s are, it is 2/12, 2 1s are 2 6s are. So answer is simply 1/6. How simple this question is. So that kind of logical reasoning questions also comes in this area. So prepare for the examination in a proper way, definitely it helps you get the score. Okay, now shifting to the next. So this is about fractions. Now we are going to discuss about arithmetics. So when you go into arithmetics, this is a most important in arithmetics. Its arithmetics chapter is a very big scope, lot of things you have to go on to discuss about percentages, profit and loss, simple interest, compound interest, tax, value added tax, like time and work, distance, all these questions comes in the examination, and this arithmetics will be considered as arithmetics also, means as quantitative aptitude also. One of the positive sign for all of you means here generally you are preparing for different kind of competitive examination like RRB, BSRB, group 1 and group 2, other examinations also. In all these examinations quantitative aptitude is very important, so definitely you will practice all these things. So when you discuss all these things in the examination, so definitely that will help you add on for you to get the all these things. So we will discuss already this arithmetics concept was discussed in the arithmetic session. So see all those and practice, definitely it helps to you. Okay, now we are going to shift for the next one is a geometry. So as you know it, geometry, so geometry means here we have a 2-dimensional and a 3-dimensional, means here we have to say different kinds of angles. We have different kinds of angles, different types of lines, triangles, quadrilaterals, types of and call it as a criteria for the similarity, congruency, okay, 2D shapes, 3D shapes, and Euler relations and properties of triangles, all comes in the geometry area. Already we did a special session for this geometry, so practice it. But the very important means in this area let us discuss about these triangles and all these things. So we here there are two means angles, means here corresponding angles are complementary angles. See 30, 60, these two are called complementary angles, means 30 plus 60 is 90, so complementary angles. Okay, when you consider as 30, 150, sum of these three angles, these two angles is 180, this is 90, so we call it as complementary angles. This sum is 180, so these two are called supplementary angles. And one more important here, a linear pair, a linear pair. So this is one angle, this is another angle. Sum of these two angles, say for example, say O, A, B and C, correct. So say this is x and this is y, here x plus y is equal to 180, and the same time angle AOB, angle BOC have a common arm OB and a common vertex O. If the sum of two angles is 180, or the two angles are supplementary angles, and if they have common vertex and common arm, those two angles are said to be linear pair. This is a very important. So very important of this one, clear. Okay. And one more thing is, so the sum of the angles of a polygon is 2n minus 4 of 90. Sum of the angles of a polygon of n sides is 2n minus 4 of 90. This is sum of interior angles, and sum of exterior angles equal to 360. If it is a regular polygon, each interior angle is 2n minus 4 by n of 90, and each exterior angle equal to 360 by n. So means they will ask what is the sum of exterior angles of a pentagon. So the sum of exterior angles of a triangle is 360, quadrilateral is 360, pentagon also 360, but the sum of interior angles will change. Sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180, sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360, and sum of interior angles of a pentagon, for example, pentagon means n is 5, 2 5 is a minus 4 of 90, means 2 5 is 10, 10 minus 4 6, 96 is 540. So 540 degrees is sum of interior angles of a pentagon. So this, in this way you have to calculate all the sum of the angles of it. So and the symmetry and congruency, these two are very important. So symmetry means here the geometrical figures which have the same shape but different size. Congruency means size and shape should be equal. So all congruent figures are similar figures, but all similar figures need not to be congruent. So you have to understand that concept also. And we have some axioms, congruency axioms here, SSS axiom, SAS axiom, RHS axiom. We have to discuss all these things. Okay. Now shifting to the other one is measurements. Okay, this is, we call it as a mensuration as a measurements unit. We have a length, breadth, height, different kinds of the measurements here, total surface area, lateral surface area, curved surface area, volume, like different kinds of capacity, all this comes under the measurements. When it is a time, so time, distance, all are measurements only. So you have to calculate. Okay. So the different formulas for area is very important. So they may ask, and we have a circular paths or ring means your circular rings also. The questions comes in the for example, I will show that. See, when you consider what is the area for equilateral triangle. So a triangle, if you consider a triangle, simply the triangle area is we can say the area of a triangle is simply, if you consider as a h is the height and b is the base of bh is the area of a triangle. If it is an equilateral triangle, then the height h will be root 3 by 2 times a, and the area will be, area is equal to root 3 by 4 a square. That is very important. Okay. When you consider as a quadrilateral, okay, draw a diagonal here, draw two perpendicular lines from it, say h2. So I would say that is length of the diagonal is d, so d by 2 of h1 plus h2, this is the area of the quadrilateral. If it is a rectangle, the length, say this is a length L and this is B, so here its area is LB and its perimeter is 2 of L plus B. correct. So, if it is a circle, okay, when you consider this, if you consider as a radius r. So, the area equal to pi r square and its perimeter or circumference is equal to 2 pi r. So, like you have the formulas, you have to practice all the formulas and substitute very simple area. So, you can find it. So, practice all these questions already discussed in the measurements sessions. So, before this live session, the total telecasting of the all concepts are already over. So, see those videos and practice it, definitely it helps you to do all the questions based on this area. Okay, now shifting to the next one. So, he is the next one is circular rings, I said, you know, circular rings. Okay, see the circular rings means here. So, this is a rectangular paths, these are the rectangular paths, and you have to find the area of this path, and this is a ring. For example, this is the inner radius small r and this is the capital R. So, the area of the ring is pi equal to A is equal to pi of big R square minus small r square, correct, or you can write it as pi of big R plus small r into big R minus small r. Okay. So, you have to, for example, say this is L and this is B, you have to find the LB, area of this one, and this one is, say the whole is capital L and this is capital B, LB minus LB will gives the rectangular path area. In this manner you can find the area of the rectangular paths. Okay. Now, shifting to the next one is the data application. So, data application we call it as a statistics also. There are two kinds of the things here. We have the data will be classified as grouped data, ungrouped data, as you know it. So, and for a grouped data you have central tendencies like mean, median, mode, we have a range, correct, like this information will come. What is the mean here? Sum of the observation by the number of observation. For the ungrouped data, what is the median? The middlemost value when you arrange the data either in ascending order and descending order is called the median. And what is mode means the number or observation or object which has a maximum frequency is called the mode, clear. So, in this manner you can identify the mean, median and mode. The range is maximum minus minimum, maximum value of observation minus minimum value of observation. Okay, when you come into the grouped data, so we have class intervals, discontinuous class intervals, continuous class intervals. So, again we have mean, median and mode. All this comes under the data application. So, and we can represent the data in various forms like cumulative frequency curves, correct, frequency polygons, like we can represent, and pie diagrams and bar diagrams. This is the most important. In bar diagrams we have rectangles, in pie diagrams we have sectors. See, generally we can represent the data in pictorial form, like this is the bar diagram, this is the bar diagrams here. So, here, so the in this class interval and this one is the frequency represent. So, we have a rectangles. Okay. The widths of the rectangles are same because the class size is same. The width of the rectangle represents the class size, this is a very important. The length of the rectangle represents the frequency of the class. So, we have to understand this is very important. It's the same kind of questions will come in the pie diagram or the in the bar diagram or the histograms. What are the things you have to find means rectangles. Okay. When you consider this one is a sector. So, this one is a pie diagram. So, divides the total one into some sectors. So, we are going to sector represents the data in the form. So, in pie diagrams we have sectors, in bar diagrams or histograms you have rectangles. That is a very important. Okay, when you come into this is like we have the frequency curve and we have frequency polygons. This is the frequency polygons, like, and one more, and we have to get a cumulative frequency curves, like we will get a cumulative frequency curves. So, this you have to identify all these things. This is a most important. Now shifting to the last chapter, but not least, algebra. So algebra is a very important concept, very simple also. So here they may ask what is a variable, what is a constant. You have to identify the different kinds of algebraic expressions and polynomials, first degree linear equation, that is an algebraic identities. We have different algebraic identities, we have to practice all algebraic identities. For example, if you want to take it as any algebraic identity, means simply as a plus b whole square, you know that a square plus b square plus 2ab, a minus b whole square as a square plus b square minus 2ab, or a plus b of a minus b is a square minus b square. Clear? X minus a of x minus b as x square minus x of a plus b plus ab, like we get algebraic identities. So very important thing is every algebraic expression need not to be polynomial. So which algebraic expression is a polynomial, means here the variable power should not be a fraction or a negative integer. The power of the variable should be a positive integer, then only that algebraic expression is a polynomial. So I will give a small example. See, x square plus 2x plus 3, this is a polynomial. X square plus 2 by x plus 3, it is not a polynomial. X square plus 2x to the power of 3 by 2 plus 3, it is also not a polynomial, it is an algebraic expression. What is the reason here? The variable is in denominator, means the power of the variable is, means 2 by x you can write it as 2 into x to the power of minus 1. So means that the power of the variable is negative, hence this algebraic expression is not a polynomial. Here 2 into x to the power of 3 by 2, so the power is a fraction, it should not be a fraction, it should be a positive integer, then only it is a polynomial. Is it clear? So like you have to identify among the given algebraic expressions which is a polynomial, which is not a polynomial, you have to identify it. That is a very important. So this is about 7 areas in the examination and content area. Okay. Now shifting to the next, so pedagogy. Okay. So when you are going to pedagogy, so content area you are going to, there are 7 areas, 24 marks, 24 questions will come. When you come into the pedagogy, 6 marks is given for it. So generally the area is, they will ask the definition, nature of the mathematics, aims, values, instructional objectives, and one more, the methods of teaching. Methods of teaching is, they will ask strategies, this is also they will ask it. Instructional material means teaching learning material, and we are adopting as a continuous comprehensive evaluation CCE and different academic standards, textbook philosophy, okay, designing, administration, analysis of scholastic achievement set, SAT, diagnostic and remedial teaching, the mathematics teacher, and resources utilization, curriculum and textbook. So all these 11 areas they will ask the pedagogical questions on it. So we will discuss what kind of questions they already asked in the previous examinations also. So so you know that heuristic method is one of the teaching method. Who invented the heuristic method? Armstrong. Very straight question. Okay. Lecture method can be used in primary and secondary. So lecture method cannot be used in primary, and it is a teacher centric. Okay. Which is the child centric, they may ask it. So in, for example, you want to explain the geometry area, which method you are going to use it as? Analytical method, like, so we can discuss it. So what is the first tool in mathematics in the formative assessment, that is generating new questions. So like they may ask the questions on CCE, academic standards, philosophy of the textbook, teaching learning material, aims, values, objective of mathematics, nature of mathematics, teaching learning material, all these things they may ask it. So this is about the various areas of the pedagogical things. So 4 questions will come from this pedagogical area. Okay. Now we will see the questions which are given in the examination. Okay. Now the first question we will see it. The value of 4 minus 7 minus 6 divided by 2 is, what is its value, for example, and one more question is given. So, the average of the first 5 consecutive even numbers and the first 3 consecutive prime numbers. First 5 consecutive even numbers, first 3 prime numbers. Okay. We will see what is its value, okay. How we are going to do it. What is the first 5 consecutive even numbers? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. First 10 consecutive even numbers and next first 3 prime numbers. What is the smallest prime number? Say 2. So, 2, 3 and 5, correct. So, how many all these things here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 even numbers, 5 prime numbers, sorry 3 prime numbers, and means totally 8. So, what is the average? Sum of the observation by the number of observations. 2 plus 4 6, 6 plus 6 12, 12 plus 8 20, 20 plus 10 30, 30 plus 2 32, 32 plus 3 35, 35 plus 5 40, 40, the sum is 40 by 8, 8 ones are 8 5s are. So, average is 5. Okay. Now, we will check it. So, what is the answer here? If the options are given 4, 4.75, 3.75. So, 5 is the answer, like you can say this is the answer, clear. So, like you can select the number of axes of symmetry of an equilateral triangle. So, equilateral triangle they ask it as equilateral triangle. So, let us take an equilateral triangle. So, means here the median for equilateral triangle, the median, the altitude, the angular bisector, the perpendicular bisector, all these 4 coincide, means anyone you can consider as a median or angle bisector or perpendicular bisector or angle bisector. So, first let us take a median. What is the median? Means the line segment drawn from the vertex to the midpoint of its opposite side. So, we have 3 medians. Each median divides the triangle into 2 congruent triangles. So, means both are congruent to each other. So, that line is called symmetry. How many symmetrical lines for the in equilateral triangle? There are 3. So, we can say the answer as 3. So, we can say this is 3, correct. In a pie diagram, different values are represented by, in a pie diagram different values are represented by, it is given. So, what is it? In a pie diagram different values are represented by. So, just now I discussed, in a histogram we have rectangles, in a pie diagram we have sectors. So, we consider what is the option is given, rectangle, square, circle, sectors. What is the answer here? Simply you can say it is a pie diagram, no, sector is the answer, clear. Like you have some more questions, we will discuss it all these things. Okay. Now, shifting to the next. So, one of the following pair is a co-prime number, which is the one of the following is a co-prime number. This is the most important. Just now I said, see what is a co-prime number? The numbers which does not have a common factor other than 1, correct, that is called co-prime numbers, relatively prime numbers. So, here 14 9 one pair is given, 9 12 is one given, 27 21 is given, 14 16 given, 14 and 9 there is no common factor, because factors of 14 is 1 2 7 14, 9 is 1 3 9, that is it, and 27 21 here 3 is the common factor for this, 3 is a common factor, but other than 1 there should not be number which is a common factor for it. So, it is not a co-prime. 9 and 12 again these 2 are in prime 3 table. So, it is not answer because it is in 3 table. 14 16 it is in 2 table. So, it is not like. So, very clear 14 and 9 is the correct answer in this manner. So, see, so very important thing, positive aspect for the aspirants who are preparing for the paper 1 examination is they will ask the questions based on basic concepts. So, nothing to worry, the less application will come in the examination, when you follow the basic concepts properly, definitely you will get maximum score in the examination. Clear? Okay. Now shifting to the next. Here 5 by 2 whole square of 5 by 2 of a plus 5 is equal to 2 by 5 whole power minus 2. So 5 by 2 whole square here. So this is, I will 5 by 2 whole power a plus 5. Okay, how we are going to do this? 5 by 2 whole square, 5 by 2 whole to the power of a plus 5 is equal to 2 by 5 whole power 8. We will check it whether it is whole power 8, yeah, whole power minus 8, whole power minus 8 is given. Okay. So here, okay, 5 by 2 whole square into 5 by 2 whole to the power of a plus 5. So as you know it, so there is a formula, call it as a power m of a power n is equal to a to the power of m plus n. When you consider the multiplication of exponents, so you have to add the powers, means here 2 and a plus 5. So we can write as 5 by 2 whole to the power of 2 plus a plus 5, correct, by using this form. And already I discussed this, one of the sub-content in the syllabus is reciprocal of the fraction. When 5 by 2, when you consider this is 5 by 2, its reciprocal fraction is 2 by 5, means here 2 by 5 whole power minus 1 is equal to 5 by 2. So we can say it as 2 by 5 as 5 by 2 whole power minus 1 whole power minus 8. And there is a formula, as you know it, a power m whole power n is equal to a power m n. By using that minus 1 whole power minus 1 of minus 8 becomes plus 8. So this becomes as 5 by 2 whole power 8. When a power m is equal to a power n, when the exponents are equal, the bases are equal, powers also equal. So you can just say a plus 7 is equal to 8. So what is a equal to? 8 minus 7, a is equal to 1. So simply you can say a is equal to 1. Now we will check it whether it is correct or not. Here a equal to 3 is given, sorry, option 1 is given 3, option 2 is minus 15, option 3 is minus 1, option 4 is 1. So clearly you can say option 4 is a correct. Okay. See, a vehicle travels in 14 km in 25 minutes. If its speed remains same, then the distance travelled in 5 hours. Okay, so means 5 hours, means a vehicle travels in 14 km in 25 minutes. 25 minutes means you have to calculate as 14, this is 14, correct, and 25 minutes means you have to change it into hours, means 25 by 60. 25 by 60 means here 5 5 is a 5 12, correct, it is 5 by 12, or being it as 14 into 12 by 5, this is, or you can say 14 into 24 by 10. Now you can say 24 in, you can simply, this is what is it, this is speed, velocity. So here you are going to calculate in 5 hours into 5. 5 ones are 5 twos, 2 ones are 2 12s, correct, means answer is 14 12s, 12 fours are 48, 12 ones are 6. What is the answer? 168 is the answer. Clear? Like, so here I did a small mistake. What is the mistake? In the examination, so most of the aspirants are doing the calculations on the question paper only. Don't do the answers, practice or rough work on the question paper, because so if you get the answer it is okay, otherwise if you confuse, so some values also may be struck or something, it gives a confusion. So do the calculations on the rough work which is provided in the last page, otherwise simply you can do with pencil and erase it, that is a very very important. Okay. Now going to shift to the next. So if the angles of a triangle are in the ratio 1:2:7, then what is the triangle ratio? This is given 1:2:7. Okay. So it is given as 1:2:7. The angles are given as 1:2 2:7. Same means here you can say x, 2x, 7x, totally 10x. Sum of 3 angles is equal to 180. So, x is equal to 18. So, means here this is 18 degrees, this is 36 degrees, 18 7 is 126 degrees. Means here 126 is more than 90, means one angle is more than 90, that triangle is said to be obtuse angle triangle. Now, coming to the question. So, what is the here? This is an obtuse angle triangle, this is the answer. Clear? In a bar graph is drawn on 1 centimeter equal to 10 units, then what is the length of the bar representing a quantity of 52 units in centimeters. So, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units. So, 52 centimeter units means you have to divide 52 with 10. So, you will get 5.2. So, 5.2 is the answer. So, simply you can say 5.2. Clear? Okay. Now, shifting to the other. Okay. So, here what is the given information? The length, breadth, height of a room is 8 meters, 6 meters and 5 meters respectively. Means it is very clear, this is L, this is breadth and this is the height, for example. If you consider as like, then what is the means you have to find the area of 4 walls. What is the formula? 2h of L plus B. Okay. Means 2 of h is 5. What is L here? 8 and what is B here? 6. Means 10 of 14, 10 14 is 140. So, option 3 is correct. So, very important thing is to all of means here. So, I discussed more than 10 questions out of 24 questions in this paper. When you observe it, all are basic concept questions. So, just basics. If you practice the basics, definitely you will get 100% marks in the paper 1. So, prepare all the basics of mathematical concepts of among 7 content areas. So, this is a most important. Okay. Now, shifting to the next. So, 1 minus 4 by x plus 4 by x square equal to 0, then the what is the value of 2 by x, means it is very clear. So, you are making this a quadratic expression into a perfect square. So, you can write it as 1 minus 4x means 1 minus 2 of 2 by x and this 4 by x square is 2 by x whole square. So, it is very clear it is 1 minus 2 by x whole square which is equal to 0 or 1 minus 2 by x equal to 0 or 1 equal to 2 by x. So, 2 by x value is 1. Okay. Option 3 is correct. So, in this manner you have to find the values. This is a very important. Okay. Now, so many questions are given. What is the base of a cylinder? So, as you know the cylinder, if you consider the cylinder, the base is in the form of circle. So, the base of the cylinder is circle, like you can say, and the car parking charges is given, like the base of cylinder is given. Okay. And one more, 4x whole cube is equal to 4 to the power 3 means what is the x value, means here 4 cube x cube is equal to 4 to the power of 27 or x cube is equal to 4 to the 27 by 4 cube, or you can say 4 to the power of 27 minus 3 means 4 to the power of 9, correct. 27 24 means it is here it is very clear x cube is equal to 4 to the power of 24 or x cube is equal to 4 power 8 whole cube. So, very clear x is equal to 4 to the power of 8. So, like the questions comes in the examination. So, I hope you understand all the questions. Here in this live session we discuss the content, what is the content, various subtopics in the content and the content in the pedagogy and various subtopics of the pedagogy, and the all we explain a little bit of brief of each and everything, and we discussed so many questions which are asked in the previous examination. I hope you can understand all these things. Definitely it gives some boost up to you to write the examination with more confident. So, all the aspirants. So I wish you best of luck for writing your forthcoming examination. Definitely, so you understand. So see, all these concepts are available in the TSET, and still you need to practice. We have some more videos which are telecasted from the TSET only in the Gurukul and TRT. See those videos and practice it. Definitely it gives 100% confidence to write the examination. So thank you for listening. I wish you best of luck for the coming examination. Namaste.